guys, welcome to Apu for the week of February 11th. It's Valentine's Day week, which means we have something special coming up at the end of the week that I'll be talking about later. And we've also got fan art of the week as usual. Hey, Hannah, Neb, Lucas, Luke Lemon, hey! It must be pretty late in the evening over where you are. As well for Eccentric Giraffe. Hey, Shelb, Jessica. Thank you for joining me this time zone. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about today. I've got some new merch thanks to Sticker Mule's very generous sales that they've been having. I've been able to pick up some cool new stuff. I haven't been able to help myself. So we'll get to all that in a bit. At first, I want to remind you guys that Paradiso is now on paperback. It is not just for pre-order. Hardback and ebook are pre-order, but the paperback is available worldwide. I think it's through Prime worldwide. It is definitely through Prime for America. I think it might be a little bit delayed, but I don't know if you have to pay like the exorbitant shipping cost or anything like that. It's also apparently available on Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Waterstones, and Book Depository as well, which I found online. So whatever your bookseller of choice is, you should be able to pick up Paradiso in paperback now. The official release date is February 27th, so if you want it on ebook or hardback, February 27th is when that'll arrive. You can pre-order that now, and if you want to in Charleston be one of the first to pick up a paperback in person and maybe have it signed, I will be at Captain Comics Expo in a couple weeks with them there. Hey Ninja, welcome. Hey Simona. Oh, darn Twitch and its notification system. And as far as that merch I was talking about, so like I said, we've got some new items. We've got, none of them are for sale yet. This is all just a preview. I haven't received them yet, but they have been ordered and they're currently in production. I think, let me check the calendar. They should be available. Yeah. So next Tuesday, the 18th, all of the things that I'm about to show you should be live, next Apu. So I'll be sure to remind you then. But we've got some a new line of merch coming up, so to speak, because to this day, we did not have any merch about this particular thing until now, and that thing is Chartreuse. Finally, we have Chartreuse merch. We'll have Chartreuse buttons and Chartreuse Emo Shark 2x2 circle stickers. So this is really fun. I'm sorry it took so long, but I finally had an opportunity to jump on these. The buttons are about 1¼ inch, so they're a decent sized button. These will be on sale on the Etsy store when they come in. I think the sticker will be the standard sticker cost of $3.50. The button will probably be a little bit less. It might be like $2.50, $3. It kind of depends on what makes it worth it for me to ship it out from Etsy, because they do take listing fees and stuff. And also you'll see on the side there, we've got a sort of familiar item, but it's a little different. We are moving our Pride Iggy die-cut sticker line to a different design. Currently, they're rectangular stickers with like a matte rainbow Iggy. I have moved to a die-cut design that is holographic, so they're reflective rainbow stickers. I'm really excited for those to come in next week, and I'll show you what those look like on the live, because they don't really translate well to mock-up. You kind of have to see them in real life. As for the remaining 10 or so Iggies that I have of the previous design, you can go to the Etsy store and get those on sale right now. They're on sale from $3.50 to like $2.40. I think they're like 30 or 40% off. So we're trying to move through the final lot of those in order to make room for our holographic new design. Just like, hopefully more successful than New Coke. A lot of people joining us. Wow, 28 people joining us. That is awesome. All right. I also want to remind you guys that today is the last day to submit your applications to be a Detroit Evolution translator. Now, mods might have a link to that translation form. I don't know. It's probably buried in our copy pasta somewhere, but they might have it in a bit. But we have a translation for. Oh my God, Neb, you're amazing. She didn't know I was doing this today. So yeah, we've got this translation form. We've had 121 people submit for this so far. I can only take about like 50. So over half of people are going to be turned away. So don't be offended, if you don't get picked. I've had an amazing number of applicants. However, there are still a lot of languages that maybe I don't have a lot of. There's still a lot of languages that I might have a lot of, but I don't have anybody who can use Aegis Sub or a similar program that edits subtitle files. So if you have any language experience at all, no matter the language, no matter your skill level, whatever, please apply and I'll definitely take a look at you. You never know, we might be very in demand. And as far as just Geo, I don't actually have anybody for Romanian right now. Yeah, I think I've had a couple people ask me about it, but I haven't had anybody apply. So if you think that you can translate into Romanian, definitely apply, because you would be the only one, and you'd almost be a shoo-in. We have about, I think, 29 different languages right now, which is outstanding, because I think with Detroit Awakening, when it launched, it had like 15. So we have almost double the languages that we had at launch that we had with Detroit Awakening. So I'm really excited. I'm really proud. I've got the Discord for the translators all set up, and I can't wait to welcome them on board. If you are somebody who I will pick as a translator, you will find out tomorrow. I've pretty much picked everybody in my spreadsheet that I'm going to pick, with the exception of anybody who applies today who might fill in a gap that I don't already have. But yes, I will be notifying everybody tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to notify people who didn't get in. There's just so many applicants and so many, emails to parse. Like 50 people will be accepted and like 70 will be turned away. So it's a lot. But I will definitely be letting those of you know who were accepted that you will be on board, and I will be sending an invite link to our translator Discord. What do we have coming up this week? We've got a new game on Twitch. I've talked about this a little. This was recommended to me by my dear friend Eurimede, who is a wonderful streamer herself. The Nonary Games Zero Escape. This has been compared to me to Hatoful Boyfriend, which is a pigeon dating simulator visual novel. That sounds ridiculous. It's one of the most amazing games I've ever played. It is deep, it has heart, it is binge-worthy, it's twisty and turny, it's awesome. So I'm hoping that this will be a similar experience to that. It is apparently an escape room game that is also like a romanceable visual novel with like 9 different endings or 5 different endings, and there's like dating sim elements, but there's also the escape room. I don't know. It ticked all the boxes for me. So we're going to give that a try on Thursday at 8 p.m. As you know, I still have Aviary Tourney, which is kind of on the back burner. I just kind of go to that here and there. But Nonary Games will be a multi-week Let's Play if we enjoy it. So I think it would take about 4 or 5 episodes to get through the main story, and maybe even like 6 or 7 to get through like all the endings and all the options. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but the next month or so is probably going to be Nonary Games if we like it and if you guys dig it. So looking forward to trying that out on Thursday. As far as Patreon goes, we've got some exciting stuff coming up this week. Tomorrow, we've got the What is Assistant Directing video with Brittany Brock. She kind of breaks down her role on set and what she did. We've got Detroit Evolution BTS picks on Thursday, and one was just posted last night. And Friday, this is really exciting, we've got the world premiere, online premiere of How Many Times, which is Michael Smallwood's short film. All you have to do to get access to that is be a patron of any level, including $1. So if you're $1 patron up, you can see How Many Times on Friday. And if you don't know what How Many Times is, or you missed the Octopunk Showcase, here's the trailer. Technical difficulties as always. Let me try again.
What do you want, Caleb?
I'm not entirely sure what you want me to say.
Don't tell me to calm down.
You were mad, and I didn't want to lose my shot.
I don't want you to say anything.
So this Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, we'll be having the world online premiere of that on Patreon. Give Michael Smallwood some love and come join Patreon at the $1 level. He is really excited to hear what you guys think about it. So if you are a patron and you see it, be sure to @ him on Twitter at Mike Loves Gushers, or @ him on Instagram at Michael Smallwood Forever, and let him know what you think. Tweet about it, post about it. I would love for him to feel warm and welcome and like his movie has been embraced by the fandom, because it is very deserving of it. It's a really awesome film. On to... I do have my usual Detroit Evolution pick. I can do that before Fan Art of the Week. So this week we have a Detroit Evolution still, because last week we had that BTS pick of Danger Nines. This is an actual still of the film. I wanted to be sure to highlight our lovely Tina Chen, Carla Kim, in one of these weeks, so I made sure to find an interesting still of her in the film. So that is right up here. And of course, Gavin's there too. But I really love the emotion that Carla was able to imbue into Tina. She did an absolutely amazing job at this character. I think you're really, really going to like what she does. I know I've been talking a lot about Tina on my Twitter because all these mods are coming out. Nobody's modded Tina into anything yet. And I'm like, come on, I want Tina like in Chloe's spot on the front page. Let's do some stuff with Tina. But yes, Ninja Noodle's best friend cuddle, right? And I love the relationship between them in this film. I do find it funny that every time you see Gavin next to Nines, there's like this, Gavin is dwarfed by Nines, but when you put Tina next to Gavin, he looks giant. There was some serious height differences between a lot of our cast and crew. Imagine Tina next to Nines. It's just, profound. But yes, I really like their friendship. I like the friendship that was portrayed in the film, and I really can't wait for you guys to see that. She's a small. Now we can go into fan art of the week. This was an awesome week for fan art. I had some that as soon as I saw them this week, I was like, oh, yep, that's going to be on fan art of the week. You guys continue to outpour this love and affection through fan art. I don't know if is in the chat now. I want to give a special shout out to for that sketch they did of me yesterday on Instagram. That was super, super sweet, especially the caption on it. Always has the nicest things to say. I'm not pure enough for but as far as our other fan art of the week, Keon did, I think there were 2 of these actually, but you can visit their Twitter to see the actual, both of them. But this one is really awesome. This is an edit of last week's BTS pick. Touch him, I dare you, you won't live. Awesome energy. Even Maximilian was just like, oh yeah, absolute truth. I also love this one of Heart Hands by Triceratops. You can follow them on Twitter. On my own Twitter, I posted a picture of Chris and Maximilian doing the heart hands together, and so Triceratops redrew them as Gavin and Nines in costume. So this is super sweet and minimalist, as they say. And finally, shout out to Kaini. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if I've seen Kaini's art before. But this was an awesome debut. I love the colors here, the shadowing, everything, and also seeing the progress that they're posting on the Discord with this. Congratulations, Kaini. This is absolutely awesome. And you can follow them at Benign Director on Twitter. They're also the one who always makes me awesome glitter Iggy shirts and other Iggy merchandise and sends me Iggy clothes. So absolutely wonderful. I'm really happy with this. If you're curious where you can see us this year, we're going to be coming up at Captain Comics Expo, as I said, in Charleston next weekend, February 22nd and 23rd. If you happen to be in the Charlotte area, I will be at the Saga Conference March 7th through 8th. And then we've also got the Detroit Evolution premiere coming up in New York, New York. I can talk about that a little bit. I have chosen a theater. I have reached out to them and told them I want to book this. They have not gotten back to me yet. So things are still in flux. Once I book that, I can move forward with booking the after party venue. And once I do that, then we can actually start telling you guys about it. So hopefully within the next couple of days, I will have like the start of some news. I really wanted to have that for you today, but they just didn't email me back very quickly. So that's unfortunate, but it is in the works. It's coming. I have, because I am officially booking things, I have a release date now that I'm committing to, but I just won't tell you what it is quite yet. Yes, Neb, please email Michelle back. I've actually got my email open and I've been waiting, like thinking that maybe they might email me back during this live stream. And if they did and confirmed, I would actually be like revealing some extra stuff to you today. Unfortunately, you know, blame Dolby, because they're not getting back to me yet. And hopefully they don't get back to me with a, oh yeah, that'll be $4,000 more than you think it'll be. We're also crossing our fingers for that. So yes, we are going to be announcing that very, very soon. I should absolutely have news next week of some capacity. So, if not sooner. So we'll keep an eye on that. It is in the works. It is brewing. As far as the film itself goes, I'm currently in VFX hell. I've finished maybe 2 scenes out of the 38 scenes that require visual effects. So I have a long way to go in the next few weeks or months for finishing those. But, you know, I've got a schedule. I've got a plan. It's coming along. So we'll just keep chugging away at it, and hopefully that'll go by, you know, faster. I have also a couple plugins that I'm eyeing that might expedite the process a little bit. So we'll think about that too. That might be a huge weight off my shoulders as well. We've also got, let's see, I seem to have done everything on my list, I think. Gosh, it's so hard. I got so much stuff in OBS right now. I think we'll end on this. Octopunk Media, P.O. Box 62762, North Charleston, South Carolina, 29419. That is our P.O. Box address. I checked it yesterday. There wasn't anything in it, so if you have been waiting on me to check my P.O. Box, that was the most recent time. If you've sent me something recently, and I have not told you that I've gotten it, then it's probably just still in the mail. And it's probably going to come sometime within the next week or 2. I will be checking it again, most likely next Tuesday, because Monday is President's Day, so the post office will be closed. And I always have merch fulfillment to do every week. Thank you guys for supporting that and for continuing to buy from the Etsy store, because it's really nice to get out of the house also, and not be so buried in my work here, you know, stuck here editing all day. So keep buying merch. It gets me vitamin D. It gives me a 15-minute trip to the post office every week. And as I said earlier, we have that new merch coming up next week. So look forward to learning more about this next week and having the opportunity, more specifics on how to buy these. And in the meantime, check out Paradiso. It's on paperback. Also, one more thing I want to mention, because this is kind of cool. I've talked about this on Twitter a little bit. I noticed that Livestream has really been rising in the rankings on the Microsoft store. It has gone from 175 in the horror movie bestseller category. Now it is currently at 140. It is in the top 150 horror movies currently on sale in the Microsoft Xbox store. It is currently beating the Soska Sisters movie Rabid, which is amazing. We've also, we're beating Split, we're beating Gremlins, we're beating Stephen King's It from 1980. I mean, a lot of older movies But we're coming up on some of my favorite horror movies of all time. I mean, we're like 20 or 30 slots behind Jennifer's Body and Cabin in the Woods, which are like two of my favorite horror movies. So even being in the same ranking as those is really, really amazing and such an honor. And even if I don't climb any higher, at least I can kind of have this. But if you're thinking about renting Livestream or buying Livestream on VOD, I would recommend doing it on the Xbox store because it would contribute to that ratings and push us even higher. I want to see if we can get to that top 100 or if that front page, like that would be really, really awesome and give a lot of visibility to the film that it doesn't normally have because we don't have a PR team. We don't have paid advertising. We don't have any of that. All we have is word of mouth and discoverability. And on some of the other platforms, I know that we don't have opportunities for that. So the fact that the Microsoft Store is directly correlating sales and ratings to visibility and is actually elevating films that get word of mouth is really cool. And so if you've been thinking about it, be sure to check out Livestream on the Xbox Store because you will be making a difference by actually renting and reviewing and buying on there. I think that's it for today. I'm going to leave you with this awesome pick of Tina and Gavin. In the meantime, be sure to join us on Thursday at 8 p.m. for the Nonary Games, a escape room dating sim visual novel extravaganza, and next week on Opwu at noon as well. Have a great day, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.